Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's noon, it's Central Time, and, oh, there it is. I got the ELD turkey. The ELD turkey is back. And so, so it's Thanksgiving, and hey, look at this. Join the live chat. We've got Chance live from a Denny's parking lot. Ty is here with us. Carlos Braxton is with us. What's up, ACB Logistics? Obviously, Murphy Auto Transport Services is in the live chat. Julissa Campusano, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. And, oh, hey, what's up, Bluebird? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. Do me a favor. Hey, why not? You can do this. You can share the show. After you give a like, go ahead and click share, click copy. This is going to be a 1-hour show. It's Thanksgiving, and we're very thankful that you're here with us. And share the thanks. So you can do that. Don't forget, you can go to autotransportintel.com. Somebody just did. Somebody just signed up as an ATI insider. So, hey, Bing, welcome. Awesome. Thank you. You know what's in it. You get a free first talk with Ty. Get a seat at the Cars on the Move roundtable. Join the Slack network, where you can network with your friends and compadres at Auto Transport Intel. Thanks again for joining the live chat. Still coming in. Wow. Craig Hinshaw's with us. What's up, Craig? David at Two Bears Transportation. Happy Thanksgiving. Very cool. Danny B. What's up, Danny B? Jacksport is here. Wow. You know, and Sue just called it. Sue just said, go ahead and turn on the mic there for Sue. Sue was just saying, so either there'll be nobody or maybe everybody. Can you hear me, Sue?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. And thanks for taking the time. So, starting right off, so there's nobody in the office. Is that right? There's nobody in the
No.
office?
It'll be the only day we never get interrupted ever.
Wow. Wow. And Pull Dog's in the house. What's up, Chris? Thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us. Yeah, it is pretty wild. It is the quietest I've ever heard your office. Usually there's,
That's
fax machines going crazy and, dogs running around.
true.
Heck,
Well,
speaking
they're
of,
still running around.
I got me a new prop. It's kind of a dinner bell or
The
something.
cowbell.
Yeah, the cowbell. So we'll ring that when turkey's ready. As everybody, I'm sure you're right. Anybody that's not on the road probably has something cooking. Do you have something cooking right now?
Me?
Yeah,
No, that's later.
that's later. It's too early. Well, and that's interesting too.
Yeah,
Some people eat early, some people eat late. We start,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm a mid-afternoon turkey eater. Look
yeah.
at this. Hey, look at this. Chance knows the drill. Chance is already in here with
You're in
Branson, Missouri,
Branson?
anywhere, five
No
car.
way.
Now, how funny is that?
You're only like 40 miles away from me, so you're at the Denny's in Branson?
Wow, you probably know
That's
exactly where he
crazy.
is.
Oh yeah, it's my place I go to. So
That is
that's pretty
awesome,
funny.
man. Shout out to the Denny's in Branson. Which way are you facing? This
That's
would be like
hilarious.
it's like the Born Identity. Okay, I want you to face east. Take off your jacket slowly. And if there's anybody there, I'm out of here. Okay. I've been watching too much Born Identity. I love that movie. Um,
Well,
yeah. What's going on the load boards?
Well, I pulled up all. So we've got 28,736. I did just pull like everything to Florida and everything out of Florida. And if you take that off, it's almost 6,000 off of that. So that brings you down. And I don't think that is totally accurate either because you're going to have a lot of stuff that is still snowbird season that go to other states. But I know it's been tough. It's been especially tough this week. Sometimes on a holiday week, you get a lot of loads because there's a lot of people off the road. And then sometimes you don't. And right now it's a don't. So most
Mm,
of my guys went home or
okay,
went
and
home
that
empty
which is
or
that's probably why it upticked slightly, right? Because
mhm, yeah,
more people than not
people
are
are off
off
the
the
road.
road,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And I know that a lot of
Um,
offices are closed right now, but did you
oh, yeah.
see an increase or an uptick in any rates in the last 24 to
No,
48 hours? No?
no, I haven't.
Really?
I actually saw several that were less. I was trying to get, me and Jim were both trying to get people loaded for Monday, yesterday. And either they wouldn't give them to us because they said, see, I don't think a lot of these people understand that IA and Copart are closed on Friday too. And they
Oh,
kept
right.
arguing with me and Jen.
No.
And we're like, you're wrong. They're closed. If you're going to get this moved, you need to give them to us for Monday. She got a couple. I got none. So, that's the way it goes. But I'm going to try tomorrow. But as we all know, usually Black Friday, nobody works. So we'll see what happens. Because right now I have nothing for any of my drivers on Monday. And I have a driver that's trying to pick up on Friday down in Louisiana, and everything I try to call to get were not available on Friday for pickup. So he
Well,
may be going empty.
how about this? Will Monday be magical at all? Because there's now a
I
kind of a
hope so.
backlog and,
Well,
like
I think
candy
what's
out of
going
a
to happen is
pinata?
I think there's going to be a plethora of people doing exactly what we're doing, is trying to load everybody Monday. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's been super slow, and the loads just haven't been there. I mean, there's lots of like short runs. There, you can find those all day long, but none of my guys, we don't do that. So.
Mm.
But I like, let's pull up Branson. He and I didn't put a minimum of anything for Branson for a chance. He said he went
Mm.
through Theodosia too. That's hilarious. You went right by my house
Yeah,
because I'm
he
right
says
on
he
160.
saw the Murphy Auto Transport office.
Oh, so he did. Sweet.
Man,
That's funny.
sounds like a
Let's
real
see.
photo op.
There's only there's only 156 loads out of Branson, and that's within a 100-mile radius. So let's kind of cruise through here.
Whoa, yeah,
Um, yeah, and it will bring up Springfield too, and it will
yeah.
bring up like
Which doesn't even count. I
Fayetteville.
mean, you're
Yeah,
not
there's
gonna
not a
do
lot of
that.
stuff. I think we'll probably have to switch this, and I'm gonna have to look out of Oklahoma, Arkansas, maybe Kansas. You may have to go further.
Is he
Let's look and
empty
see
in
what's on.
Branson?
That's why I'm taking it.
I wonder, right?
Yeah.
So
I
he
mean, there's
delivered.
um, this guy
Hmm.
has one over, but see, Lincoln, Arkansas is usually that's a Copart or an IA over there, but that's not a bad load right there. That 2,500 going to Arizona for 1,000
Hmm.
bucks.
I like that. I do
That
like
might be the
that.
only thing we see on there. Oh,
Um,
there's
so
another
what's it going
one.
to be like trying to get a hold of? Well, what would you do? So what would you do? What's your recommendation to Chance here? Like, can you call that broker? Can you?
I wouldn't call them until tomorrow because I think
Yeah,
if you do, you may piss some people off and they're going to tell you to stuff
you
it.
probably would. Yeah, that's probably true. If you to contact a broker today, it's probably not going to go great. I mean, and maybe
it's,
maybe for the next hour or two, right?
yeah,
Maybe.
well, I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
wouldn't. I got 2 texts early this morning already for Lowe's, and I said, look, it's Thanksgiving. Please contact me tomorrow. Because I'm like, I'm not in my office.
He's got family in Missouri.
Yeah,
How about this? What if you sent a message through Central and that way they can
yeah.
get it or
I
not?
think that wouldn't be so bad. Send an
Yeah.
email, something like that. But then I would still like call first thing in the morning. If they don't answer tomorrow, that's what's going on, or
Right.
text them. But I don't know if I'd even contact them physically, like either text or phone
Right.
call, because you might tick them off and they're going to go, I ain't giving you the load no matter what day of the week it is.
So
You know what I mean?
message through Central. Something
Yeah. Then
nice.
it won't
Happy
be so harsh.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
chilling out. Well, not that. I'm drinking heavily at the Denny's.
Let's see. There's not a lot. I mean, there's stuff going to Florida. I know he does not want to go to Florida. Nobody does. There's.
So what is everybody doing? I mean, right we're it's this is a strange day because usually, right? I mean, even on a
Yeah.
weekend, even on a Sunday, somebody's working
Yeah.
on their truck or you're searching a load board. But this is one of those days where you're just. Oh, and Chance, by the
There's a
way, is
couple.
empty right now. Dropped
Okay,
off
go.
yesterday. Okay.
Well, Chance, there's okay, so there's two down in Harrison going up to Indianapolis, and this one in Alpena going to St. Louis for $500, $1.75 a mile, which you'll go through St. Louis to get to Indianapolis. That's three right there.
I like that better than going to
One to
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's
Wow,
so
that's
far I've
pretty
only
cool.
come.
So, and he could take his time to make his way down there,
Mhm.
start
Well,
messaging through
Harrison,
Central.
yeah, and Harrison's not that far. I mean, that's just on the other side of Branson. So, and I would assume, I think Alpena's got to be right next to Harrison. I've been through both, so let's see. Harrison.
Chance is eating breakfast right now. I'm kind of jealous. That sounds good.
Yeah, me too. I love
I mean,
Denny's.
I do too. I like. I always remember moons over my hammy, but I don't even know what that is. just
It's
it's just
scrambled
memorable,
eggs, ham, and something like that on toast,
right?
isn't it? Like a sandwich.
Well, it'd be like sunny
Okay,
side up.
so
Man, I love
yeah,
sunny side up sandwiches, and he's having eggs and pancakes, and I love Waffle House too. Although I'm sure the waitress just walked by his table, is like, "What do you? How dare you?"
let's see. So Alpino would be before
I
you
guess
got to
you don't want
Harrison.
more coffee. Okay, what?
Remember when they used to put them on your table? I don't think they even do that anymore. The big things
Right.
of coffee.
Probably
I think they took
lawsuits
that
now.
away.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
All kinds of stuff like that.
There is one that's way far down there.
Hey, what's up, Constantine? Exotic Hot Shot. What's up?
Hey,
Yeah,
Constantine.
we are, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We are still looking for loads. Um, well, I mean, we probably won't have any flags on the play and all that stuff, but we might still ring a bell here or there.
And there is some stuff if you wanted to go. Like, okay, so there's a Bentonville going to
Oh,
Dallas for
IHOP, yeah,
$450.
IHOP, yeah.
And there's a couple going over to Tennessee. There's one here to Memphis. Here's another one to Memphis. There's one to Mount Juliet. I think it's going to be tough to get out of Tennessee though. Like once you get there, you're going to be stuck there probably
You
till almost
think?
Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that okay. So there's that right. There's another consideration. And here's a question, Chance. I'm eating in my truck. He's eating in his truck. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. Eating in the
See, what
truck,
I'd be afraid of
watching
is
on the old laptop.
a lot of this stuff in like Bentonville and Fayetteville. Sometimes this stuff is Copart and IAA, so it's going to be tricky to
And
make
so,
sure you can, move.
yeah. Well, and that was my question too. Chance, what's your expectation? Do you expect to be in the area until Monday, or are you trying to get out before then? I'm really curious because everybody has a
There's a
different view of
bunch.
what's possible.
Yeah, there's a bunch in Arkansas going into Dallas and Houston,
Mm.
but most of
Ooh,
that stuff
see
is
now
always
that Cars Arrive one,
that
you
might be
could
the only good one that's up there actually, but
and
I
you
don't
could
know.
get moving if you because sometimes you just want to move, and that at least you could
Right,
get moving.
get to another place. Let's look at. I'm gonna see what it is, because every once in a while lately, Cars Arrive has been listing stuff at Copart and IAA. So let's see.
Oh, here we go. XRS. We're gonna get to that. That's awesome. XRS wants to know what's the deal with Florida. So we will have a Florida conversation. That's great. Thanks for that question.
Let's see.
Candy's like, yeah. What is the deal with Florida? What do you mean? I'm in Florida? What's your problem?
Let's see here.
So right now, yeah, Sue is on the Cars Arrive load board. If you don't know, if it's your first time here, welcome to the show. I think pretty much everybody here knows the drill. They know why I'm wearing a referee shirt, and they know that we're looking for lows.
At
We're
IA.
dispatchers. This is dispatch advice. We're caught in the middle. I'm going to be in the area until Tuesday. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Okay,
So
well, good.
cool.
Yeah.
So we can
And
really
this is
then, yeah, we can look for the.
yeah,
That's
this
awesome.
IA this Cars Drive is at IA. So yeah, that's going to be a Monday thing.
Gonna be a no.
But yeah, but there, if you're going to stay around that long,
Yeah, cool. So
there's
he's
plenty
picking up,
going.
and so now you're on the other side of the problem. If he's picking up
Yeah,
Tuesday, what's it gonna be like? You probably can't put a route together till Monday.
you probably
Like,
couldn't. You can go get anything that's on a load board though, like that Cars Drive. You can go grab that. Um,
yeah, true, right.
I'm going to yeah, I'm going to cancel so that if you do want it, it'll come back on the board. Because right now it gives me 10 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, did you already take that chance? Because it said it's already been taken.
Yeah, dude. He's like, hold the eggs. I got this thing.
Somebody took it. It wasn't me.
Isn't that
Funny.
interesting when you're looking at a
Yeah.
load and then, yeah, it's a bizarre moment. It's like
Yeah. Slips right out. of
it's
your
like a ghost
fingers.
moved your coffee.
Yeah. It looks like there's a bunch going down here to Houston, but the only ones that are paying decent are going to Freeport, which is the port, and who wants to deal with that? Um, but there's a lot like in looks like the Fayetteville, not Rogersville, Fayetteville, Russellville, Lincoln, all those places down there. Looks like there's a bunch. There's another one going to Dallas. Forgive me the VIN. So usually when we go out of like Springfield or Branson area, we're picking up either in Springfield itself, which I haven't even gotten that far. We're going to get there next. Or we're going down the Fayetteville area to pick up there too. And it usually goes to Dallas, Houston, sometimes to Georgia. Georgia's been pretty slow. Sometimes Louisiana. See, like here's some stuff from Springfield going down there, right there. Like there's one to Little Rock. There's one to Hot Springs out of Springfield. They're not great loads though. Let's see what else we got up north there. Florida, Florida, Florida. And not even great pain to Florida. You're lucky. It looks like you're lucky to get 50 cents a mile on most of this stuff. Florida, 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 Florida.
We will talk about Florida in a minute. I do want to say this, because we're just talking about that load is already gone, and now Sue, you
Yeah.
had something. You had messaged me. You wanted to talk about what? Just make sure you refresh, kind of that a note to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been having this happen a lot with, I don't know if they're new transporters, but like we'll put a load on the board and we dispatch the car because I'm a broker. And I will get, because I usually put text me because it helps keep our phone calls down for that kind of stuff. And they'll text me sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes hours later asking if that load's still available. And I'm not sure if they understand you have to refresh it. It doesn't do it for you. So that's just one thing to take into consideration when you're looking for loads.
Right. You gotta
There's another one.
refresh. Well, then
There's
let's
another
do.
one in
Oh,
Springfield going to Indianapolis, two chance. I know you'd have to go down, but you'd have to go through Springfield to go up to St. Louis and stuff. So that gives us four right there.
yeah, we keep seeing Indianapolis, don't we? What do you think of
That's
Indianapolis,
that's
Chance?
three. Three Indianapolis and one St.
Plus,
Louis that was paying outrageous.
that's a good place to get to usually, right?
Yeah, Indianapolis, usually there's good loads out of there. It's just one of the hubs. And usually Indianapolis will have a little bit of everything. You have Dallas, you have Kansas City, you have Georgia, you can kind of take your pick usually. There's also a couple here going to Sykeston. You can't do St. Louis with that because I don't think you could go. Let me see. Let's look up.
Sykeston, isn't that a
Like the Boot Hill. Well, it's 74 Auto, and he's a dealership.
okay.
That's what it is. And you drop to him usually. I've picked up from him too. He may have something going the rest of the way even. Let's see, Sykeston, and we're gonna do Indianapolis. I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm. Checking the map.
Yeah, if you like, you could do all of this, what I'm showing you right here, but you're not gonna probably want to do that St. Louis. I have a feeling it's gonna really take it out of whack. Let's see, because you'd have to do Sykeston, then St. Louis. So it's 720 miles if you do that. So add about 100 miles on there is what it looks like. I will say though that that one that was down in Alpena going to St. Louis was paying $500 for just one vehicle. So you might want to skip the Sykeston, just do the St. Louis, and
Yeah, I mean, how many are in Harrison? Why do we need to go to drop down to Harrison? Do we?
because there's two.
Ah, there's two
There's
down
two in
there.
Harrison, and Alpina's right next to it. So that's why I would do them both.
Well, okay, so
There's
drop
three
down.
vehicles right there.
Would you drop down to Harrison and then just head back up north to Springfield and then go northeast? Do that.
Well, no, you're going to want to do this Alpina.
Oh, the Alpena.
If
Okay.
and if he's in Branson, yeah, I would go down, get these, and hit Springfield on the way out. But let's take Springfield out and see what it does. You're going to have to go through Springfield no matter what.
Okay.
So
So a
you can
little bit
either
of
do
driving, but
Springfield.
it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, especially where you're at, it's going to be tough otherwise.
I know.
But I guarantee you, too, there will be competition on this. So you might want to get a hold of them tomorrow if you can. Just because I guarantee you're not going to be the only one kind of stuck in that area.
I like the way you said that. There will be competition on this. That's
There
the
will be.
instinct, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, Sue.
Yeah.
I love that.
Let's see. There's also some stuff. There's some more stuff here going to Memphis and Nashville. So I think I've seen like 4 so far going that way as well. And like, here's another one, Rogersville. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Carthage. Is Carthage Joplin too? So you'd have to go to Joplin.
Carthage.
There's another one though. Carthage is Joplin area. Let's see what else we got though. See, here's another one. Maybe
Wow.
go to Nashville. That's what it's looking like. There's plenty on here. I think you could do it without backtracking. Here's some stuff going to Dallas too. There's 1, 2. These are paying good. Look at this one, $450 down to Dallas. So I would say either go, if you're trying, I know he's out of California.
Yeah.
Either you do Nashville
right.
or I would do Dallas.
Right.
I would think that getting out of Nashville would probably be harder than Dallas, but we all know that Dallas has been cheap going towards the
See, and that
West
was
Coast.
that's what I was thinking too. Is that I think Dallas is, on average, you don't that's not your money leg coming out of Dallas.
No. But there is plenty going there because like you'd hit you can do Springfield, Joplin, and like Fayetteville area right here going to Dallas. There's plenty going that way. Or you've got Joplin going to Memphis. You got Nixa going into Nashville area for $400, which that's really good. It's not ready until Friday. Here's another Rogersville. This will be Copart, and this won't be. This will probably be a dealership because this is a Certus. And then you have another one here. I will say a lot of times in Springfield, this is Copart stuff. But if you're staying until Tuesday, it won't matter. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units you can make work together. As far as the one is going to Memphis, that would be the only stucco one. I wouldn't do that unless you had to. You can do that. You can go through Memphis to get to Nashville, but it's not as fast as going straight across the top into Nashville straight. So maybe Nashville? That's kind of what I'm thinking. If you want to stay out on the road anyways, go to Nashville and then Nashville kind of go wherever from there.
Cool. And I've liked Nashville in general as somewhere to come out of. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the highest on my list, but there's usually loads.
There's usually loads there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A way
The problem
to do
is the loads usually are on Wednesdays when the auction is. I haven't looked at it out of there. But I would, if you're going to decide to do that, also probably book Nashville at the same time. Let's see if what's out of there. Ty's asking if those are dealer posts or brokers. I think it was a mixture of both.
Good question, Ty.
So Backlot Cars is their broker. U.S. Intercargo. I think they're a broker. Hold on.
They've been around a long time.
They're an import exporter. Yeah, and I've hauled for them many times. I've never not gotten paid. Let's see who else we got. Modern Motor Cars. They are a dealership. You are picking up from them, generally speaking. I thought because I think I've dropped to them several times.
Oh, dealer.
Sunshine. Yeah, Sunshine Auto. That's going to be a dealer. You're probably dropping to them or to drop into one of their customers. Assertus is a broker, and Dealer Avenue is also going to be. I'm going to guarantee you, he is a dealership. Most of the stuff that runs to Nashville is a lot of dealers. Nope, he's an import exporter. So, but he's out of Nashville. So you're probably
Know
delivering to
who
him
you're
either.
booking for and booking with, right? What a pro tip. I
Yeah.
love that one. I love checking to see who it is you're going to be hauling for. Makes such a
Let's
difference.
flip that. I'm just going to pull up Mount Juliet because I'm just curious as to what came out this week. So we're just going to put up all. Oh, whoops, hold on. I don't want one or two. Let's see what we got. Let's see how many loads are out of Tennessee, and that will kind of give you an idea of what to look for. God, with nobody here, you think my internet would be faster.
And we and we will get to XRS. We're going to talk about Florida here in a minute. And then after the half hour, we only got 30 minutes left in the show. We're going to bring in Ty soon. And I'm excited to talk about, really got my attention. We had a YouTube comment about broker videos, more broker information. And I've been talking about that. I think there's an opportunity there. And so did the comment on the YouTube channel. It's pretty cool.
So it looks like there's like 500 loads out of Nashville area. So I'm pretty sure you probably find something if you head that direction.
500 loads out of the Nashville area. That's good.
A lot of them Florida.
Hey, that's why I like that Holly heat map. It'd be cool if there was a heat map in Central. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Man, and I don't even think they'd have to do anything, right? They already have the data, just program it. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
SA Trans, welcome to the show. Always ask the dealer if you were delivering the load to them. Had a dealer post a load to Chattanooga, and it was for someone that pays him to post Central loads. Guy tried to stiff me on the COD. Wow.
Yeah. They do that all the time.
Man.
That's why I always tell my drivers if I think there's something fishy going on like that, I tell them don't take the vehicle off of your trailer till you get paid, and then take it off. That avoids any of that kind of crap.
And if you tried to explain to anybody outside the industry that you actually have to go through that, I was telling someone the other day, they're like, well, why isn't it? Isn't it just like Amazon? I'm like, no, it is not like Amazon. When's the last time the driver said, I'll give you your Amazon package. It's on my truck. Let me see some ID, right? Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
They leave it at your door and send you a photo. It's not even close to the same. So thank you. That was a great comment, SA Trans. And Carlos is like, yeah, amen. Hey, let's talk about this search has been great. But I want to talk about Florida for XRS. What's the deal with Florida?
So we all know Florida is one of those states, kind of like Texas. There's let's say there's three major states that loads are cheap going in and out of, and it's Florida, Texas, and California. And so the reason why I don't do Florida is I can't afford to go in and out of there. It just doesn't pay you to do it. There's certain times of the year, yes, like snowbird season, but we looked at that the other day out of New Jersey and New York, and they were not paying what they should be paying to go down to Florida and come out with crap out of. So generally speaking, like right now, if you're going to Florida for snowbird, you should be getting, 70, 80, 90 cents a mile to go down there, because to come out, you're going to be lucky to get 35, 40 cents a mile sometimes to get your cars out of that area. And I mean, it all depends on how big of a trailer you are too. 35 to 40 cents a mile for a full load out of Florida is not bad. So, but if you're a 3-car, a 4-car, you can't afford to do that. So even if you got paid 70 cents a mile, and then we weren't even looking at even 70 cents a mile last week with the baby guy, right?
Oh man.
It was less than that on some of that stuff. And you can't afford to go down there to come out with that kind of rate. You're wanting, you can't even get 50 cents a mile. So if you can't make that money, then don't do it. Because we all have, certain amounts of money we need to make every day to cover all of our expenses. And if you can't cover those expenses, you're doing it for free. So why do it?
And that's in a nutshell, yeah. And I like the way California, Florida, Texas. Yeah, and because I look at Florida and California pretty similar. It is that once you get there, if you can make money getting there, which you better. Yeah, you're kind of trapped, especially Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, they got you,
Yeah.
and they all know it.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Man, I mean, I almost went in the conspiracy hole and didn't come back out. But the people posting loads, especially on load boards, they know they got you. They know you just went to Miami, and you're thinking you made money or whatever. It doesn't. They don't care what you think when you get there. You're in Miami, and you're gonna need something to get out, and you don't want to completely haul for free, but you're conditioned to know that keeping the truck moving somehow means money somehow, and that they're gonna go ahead and just lowball you like crazy. Because what are you gonna do? Go in the ocean?
Yep.
So there we go.
Know it. That's what they do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
I just pulled up Florida.
right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to
Like
cash my
Crown
chips
just
out and
listed-
sell the business.
Oh,
But,
wow.
I mean, that's the and you see the craziest low rates. It's insane. We should.
I put a minimum of 50 cents a mile on here to come out of Florida to see what came up.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there's 369 loads. So I'm really shocked. So that's higher than what? And there's people listing loads today. These are all brand new loads that just came up.
Wow, that's very interesting. Well, I bet are they a post and run? Can you? I would love to know how many of those people you can't get a hold of, even though they just posted. It is great.
Here's this 8-car for Crown, but if you notice, it drops Birmingham, Irondale. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. It better be 52 cents a mile. Who wants to do that? That's crazy.
Well, let's see. Now, where? Okay, Birmingham, Irondale. Well, that's pretty much all Birmingham-ish. And I like that they...
Huntsville is way up north.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know where Vestiva Hills is. I've never heard of that. What do you bet it's near Huntsville?
If they're all sedans and you're a 9-car, you could probably work it out. And...
Well, if you had to get out of there, yeah, you would definitely do that.
How often do you hear me rationalize a load? What just happened?
Because it was at least 52 cents a mile. That's why.
Yes.
Okay, so...
And it was coming out of Florida.
Yeah, no, you never see that. That's why. Here's one in Pensacola. It's an in-up for $1.32 a mile. This is AM3, though, so keep in mind that's probably might be good, might not be good. And these weirdos probably will answer the phone because they're like that. So if you're looking to get out of there, try it. But see, look, okay, so they have they list another one too out of Fort Walton going into Reading, PA. It's not ready till the 28th, so Saturday. It's 58 cents a mile if anybody's heading up north, but Reading is pretty far up there. There's actually some stuff on here right now. Maybe because nobody's on the road in Florida.
Oh, shoot, I wasn't on the... so Constantine said, Florida would be great if there were bridges to Cuba. That is funny, dude.
A bunch of stuff going to Alabama. A lot. So if anybody's in Florida right now, you might be able to get out. Wow.
Well, yeah, just as we said it, right? There you go. Which is, I mean, that's the thing. That's why you can't win, is that just when you thought you knew something, the trend changed again. But in general. And I mean, it's, wow, next month is going to be,
I doubt this is normal.
Yeah, hey, there's another problem. Especially in the colder months, everybody's driving south.
Yeah.
You got
there's a lot,
geese and car haulers.
On here. This is a lot of big stuff. I don't know why this is all in Florida. Like here's an ambulance, an F-350, a Freightliner, Dodge Sprinter van. This is a lot of big stuff.
Hey, look what we got here.
Hey Ty, you're sideways.
Hey, where we at?
Hey,
There we
what's
go.
up, buddy?
You guys even see me?
Yes.
Yeah, you look like,
We can
you
see
look
it.
like a postage stamp.
Man, I'll tell you, what are you
There you
doing
go.
on Thanksgiving?
Hey, what's going
What
on?
are you doing on Thanksgiving?
Well, what do we see behind me?
Looks like a dealership.
Yeah, I'm in the transport parking lot of a dealership today. That's why I was asking you, who's posting those loads? I'm in my old stomping ground, Big Joplin Mo.
Wow,
Oh.
cool.
So the transport parking lot at the dealership is a little different than the auction, right? How many know that?
Yeah.
How many posts do you see? Hey, anybody know how to get into here? This particular transport parking lot's on a nice, quiet little side street. Not a lot of traffic, so you don't have to be in the big street and get ran over. Hey, Jay, did you happen to watch that video I sent you?
Let's see here. So you sent me a video. Oh,
Send it to you in Slack.
with Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the whole video, which
Okay.
I mean, now I'm just embarrassed by that. You take the time to send me a video, and then I haven't even seen it yet. That's all
Well,
part
I
of
just
it.
wanted to say hi to Chris at
Yeah.
Bulldog. I got to meet him live, or in the transport parking lot, not live, but I recorded it. So, hey, Chris, I hope you get closer to home. He was trying to get home for Thanksgiving.
Which is Texas, right?
Yeah.
Houston area?
I want to say San Antonio, but I don't know that.
Yeah, I can't.
Sometimes
yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You got it, San Antonio. Yeah, I'm almost positive of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now I'm in the dealership, and I was on my way down today. I had the time to listen to this Tuesday night show, which was amazing, and I also listened to the one with Tim, right?
Wow, Max Digital. Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I was listening to both those shows. Jay? I don't know if you know this or not, but those two shows, you would think that we intentionally did all that. Like they go together so well. You've got Tim talking about his digital Max for his dealership, right? For his inventory. See? By the way, this is Frank Fletcher, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Hyundai. They used to have the Mercedes. I guess they got rid of Mercedes. I haven't been here in a while. And this is a new car. You guys always hear Jay and I. Jay, remember, just pull up your little picture. You got it? Front,
New
back.
car store, used car lot.
So we're in the new car store in the new car lot.
Oh,
I'm
this is
making my way to the pre-owned,
to the pre.
right? Because that's what I talk about all the time is the used cars. I'm a used car guy. But anyway, what's happening with the ATI and these shows, the Tuesday night shows, they're coming together, and it's coming together really cool because I think it's going to have a lot of value for everybody that watches ATI. I'm excited about it. And seeing those come together, like, you guys are looking at these loads and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. By the way, do you guys notice how full this lot is of new cars? Can you see that?
I see that. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been noticing I'm always telling everybody, just look, pay attention. This car lot's full of new cars. I thought we had a new car shortage. Remember
we did
that?
for a minute, I think. Yeah, we did for a minute.
For a minute. Now, if you go over here, I don't know if you see, now we're going to the used car lot. See it?
Yeah. Hardly anything.
Not looking as full. They're missing some cars, right?
Yeah.
What does that tell you? It tells you used car prices are high. They're coming down though. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm in the parking lot. Here's the used cars. See them? They need some help.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I did notice while I'm here is a lot of people driving around the parking lot looking at cars. I wonder why they do that today when nobody's here.
That's why the dealers talk about that. They do that on purpose because they don't want to talk to anybody.
Yep.
Right.
They just want to look at the cars. Which
Yeah.
really tells you something interesting about. I honestly, when I see the dealer sales guys standing at the curb,
Mhm.
here's the thing. It'd be like when Chance goes to Denny's and there's like waitresses out in the parking lot looking at the trucks. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
It would be weird, but again, it comes back to what I always talk about, which is love the car dealer. Even if the car dealer can be a pain in the neck, you still love the car dealer. Right? But the reason I say that is because could you imagine being the guy that has to stand out in the parking lot and talk to people that drive in?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, I always try to put the
hate
shoe
the
on the
job.
other foot. I'm like, because when you come here during the day, like on a normal work day, they hang out right here.
Right.
And when you pull in right here, look, this is where you pull in.
But should it
And they're
change?
right here. They see you.
But what if they mixed it up? What if instead of, because I mean, hasn't society changed a little bit? Not everybody likes that.
Well, that's why we have digital online sales now. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, I do remember. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is maybe there's an opportunity here to stop doing it the old way.
I think that's where you get into like Paul Meyer's show on Sunday, or any of his shows. The 3 or 4 that I've watched. That was Ryan's show the other day.
Was it Ryan's? I would love to. But this is really an interesting idea. I'd like to know what dealerships have stopped putting sales guys, at the curb.
You see, I don't have a problem with salespeople.
You don't have a problem with that?
My problem is the point from when you decide to buy the car and 6 hours later you're finally able to leave the dealership after doing all the financing and going through the 10 different people. That's where I think the problem lies.
Well, here you go. Instead of having the sales guy standing out there, put an F&I guy out there with a desk.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's why I bought mine online. And don't get me wrong, it still took days, but still,
and
I
they
didn't
got
have to deal with it.
With like a chest timer. Like, we're going to get you out of here.
That's what they always say, Jay, and they never do. Even when I walked in and said, I know which one I'm going to buy.
There's your opportunity. We're literally going to get you out of here.
We're going to get you out.
If I don't get you out of here in an hour, it's a steak dinner right here in the parking lot. We're having a steak dinner if I don't get you out of here. I don't know, something.
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
Interesting. I didn't know, but I like it. I like that we're talking about it.
Well, it goes into this whole digital and this whole disruption thing and load boards and everything we're talking about. And I always point the finger at Carvana. I mean, Carvana's the one that
points the finger. I mean, literally everybody's pointing their finger at Carvana.
You did it.
It's really, really well. And I saw a TV commercial yesterday. Carvana wants to buy your car, and it was a good commercial talking about what's your year, make, and model. Send us some photos, and you get an instant appraisal, and then
like an app, I think, isn't it?
Finish the documents. We'll come pick up your car and we'll pay you. Like, wow.
It's crazy.
That's what Paul Machine talks about. That the point is that who else is aggressively advertising that they'll do this? Do you see dealers putting that message out that they'll buy your car?
Well, that's not true. No, that's not true. Yes, they do.
They will.
They do all the time. You watch just turn your local TV on. They'll tell you, hey, you always see it. It comes out in different words, right? One of the ways it comes out is, are you buried in your car? Do you owe more than your car's worth? Come on down. We'll get you out of the car. We'll get you in a better car. We'll lower your payment. We'll do whatever we need to do. Dude, I just did a commercial right in front of the car.
Dude, wow. Yeah, nice, man. That was awesome.
Come on down. We'll get you out of that car.
I'm going to get you out. I'm going to pull you right out of that car. Come here.
Well, I put my car. I went to Kelly Blue Book to find out what my car was worth after I bought my other car because I didn't sell it to the dealership. And you can it asks you, do you want dealerships that are local to make you offers? I got offer after offer from Springfield, Mountain Home, Arkansas. One of the guys was one that me and Ty work with, in fact, that sent me an offer too. So they do it. They just not all of them are advertising it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
And they were
that's right.
reasonable offers, believe it or not.
Yeah. So they're doing it. It's just what's the
Just not-
approach?
Yeah, not on Front Street. Like,
I think there are different approaches, and I've never seen a Carvana, honestly, so I don't know. But I think there are people that just say, we want to buy your used car, period.
yeah.
But then you've got people standing in front of the dealership saying, you know, how would you like to come in and test drive the new 2021 Hyundai Palisade or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
Bring your trade with you. Bring your piece of crap that you've got that you hate. Palisade.
You
I said it
know,
right.
I just had a mental flash. Okay, so what if, this is a crazy idea probably, but what if there was more branding on car haulers to get people to do things like, you know, contact this dealership, or I don't know. And nobody's doing that.
Yeah, like
and
advertising.
yeah, like, but in a way that's not ridiculous or painful for the carrier. Because what I'm getting at is, like Paul, yeah, but I don't want it to be like, you know, you got to freaking mess with an hour because the cardboard is breaking off the, you know, none of that crap. Use
Your
technology.
screenshot.
Right, like, yeah, like where technology, but again, that technology breaks right now. Some carriers like, who's this guy? Who's this freak talking about? So, what I'm talking about, because Paul says, yes, the people have the cars and they are ready to sell or trade in. And there's an opportunity for carriers to help tap into this market. And I hear him talk like that, and I'm thinking, yeah, well, that sounds really hard to do. And yet, every time we say something's really hard to do, we see someone else figure it out.
Well, that's where I think ATI comes in, and Mark and Sue, when we start talking about we have the carriers, right? I mean, you look at the core, we call it the core in this group, and we all have an expertise, a specialty. I was just, listening to Sue talk, by the way, this is my favorite show Thursday, listening to Sue talk about these lanes. Well, we don't do these short ones. Okay, well, Sue does the longer ones. And as I'm listening, Sue knows what she's talking about. It's weird. Like, I can't comprehend what she's saying. Does that make sense? I don't mean that in any kind of a bad way. I mean, it's good. And, that's why I go back to Tuesday night Sky. I mean, this OAV, one auction view.
Yeah.
Okay. Dealers have a problem. Where's the online auction? Well, go to one auction view. Here it is. Okay, I got that. Thanks. Now, how do I get my car hauled? I don't know. Well, here's Mark, Superflow. Okay. And if we're paying attention and we're listening, you got Paul Machine talking about people are buying cars off people's driveways. You got Carvana, they're doing it. CarMax, they're doing it. I'm sure other dealers are doing it, buying cars. But what we're seeing is everybody keeps forgetting the one piece of the puzzle. That's the transporters. And so that's why I always have this great appreciation for what Jay's doing, because Jay's doing on the executive level what I'm doing on the ground level, Sue's doing on the ground level, bringing these together and saying, look, here's the transport guys. We got them. We know where they're at. We can help you. Does that make sense? We're connecting. We're connectors.
Yeah. Well,
and
yeah.
so,
yeah.
Anyway, that's my speech for the day.
Well, it's a great speech, because the thing is, and you keep tapping on it, and I'm going to say, we've had some amazing shows recently. Next Tuesday night is going to be a continuation of what we just saw the last couple weeks. And then the conversations I've been having lately, whoa, we got some sick shows coming up in 2021. Oh my gosh. There's gonna be a few people who be like, where did that channel come from?
Right. And so as I watch these and as I see what we're doing, so, you start on Tuesday night. Here's car hauling. Here's the executive. Here's what we're talking about. Wednesday, here's Brian. Thursday, here's Sue. Friday, here's Ty. And you start seeing that. Well, as we continue these meetings and talking with these guys, and I talk to you guys every day on the phone, I can't get into the dealer. I can't find the dealer. I'm the guy that's build your own business, build your own lanes, get off the load board. That's Ty, right? I can't do that. Okay, well, as we continue to work together, Sue, Ty, Jay, Mark, Brian, as we all continue to work together, we have value, we have worth because we have knowledge, we have insight that the dealer maybe doesn't know. It's not his fault. It's not his job to know how hard this job is. He just wants his cars. So as we continue to put together these ideas and have these meetings, what I'm starting to see is we're building up a credentialing system. I'll start with that. Call it a credentialing system of car carriers, car haulers. What's a credentialing system? Well, do you have insurance? Yeah. Do you have a good MC? Yeah. Do you know don't do this and don't do that? No. Okay, well, here, let me say, don't do that. All right, now we're safe. Ready, go. And so as we start seeing these things, I listen to you on this Thursday show all the time. You're like, I don't know. I talked to Candy. Candy has a story every day about bad car haulers getting loads off central dispatch from innocent car dealers getting screwed out of their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we've got the answer on how to fix that. We'll just credentials, right?
Right.
Makes sense. It sounds good. I like it.
And
it's got a nice ring to it.
And it's not on the credentials. Yeah, this is something that everybody can get on board with because we know groups are worried about illegal dispatchers. We know there are groups worried about what's going on with brokers. We know there are groups worried about is the carrier up to snuff? This is why the clearinghouse was created. What's going on with the driver and the trucker? And so we also know with the way we've seen the email, no handshake deals. Everybody's worried about the verification of the other group's credentials. So you're right on with this idea.
Well, yeah, I am. And as I was listening to one of the shows, I don't know whatever, but you made this comment. Somebody made the comment. We can track a $20 pizza within 2 minutes of delivery, but we can't find the $20,000 car. I think Jay said that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, part of that problem is because of who we are as the industry, as carriers. I know I say this and it makes people mad, but we really suck. We don't do business right. And I'm not trying to be critical. I'm trying to say there's a better way, and we're trying to show you there's a better way. And the better way is okay, if you don't like Ty's program, I want to build a business. Let's say you like the load boards and the dispatcher. All right. We know people that know dispatching and brokering. We have them they're right here.
The live chat just disappeared. Now, what's funny is what you just said, Ty. So because it's Thanksgiving, right? And we are thankful. What's interesting is we all, in what we do and in the transactions we partake in, there's a level of verification we want and are used to. And auto transport, in general, I think is used to a certain level of autonomy. And losing some of that autonomy is uncomfortable. But if when you arrived with your professional organization to a dealership and they just knew yep, we already know. Somehow we already know that's the transport company that we ordered, that we're expecting, and they're right there and we like it. That is what the customer wants. And we need to get used to that just being a part of the way things are. It is now, we're going into 2021, and there's a certain level of identification that we're used to it when we fly. You can't get on a plane and just be some random person. They know exactly who you are. Well, that level of verification is it is part of where we are.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
here's what I had a fleet, 20 trucks, I had drivers, I've dealt with a lot of things. And one of the things, and anybody that's honest will agree with what I'm about to say, which is this. When I've got a truck, 1 or 20 or 100, I'm always keeping an eye on my competition, right? You know what really frustrates a guy who's spending a lot of money on insurance, a lot of money on nice equipment, a lot of money on qualifying drivers and having drivers and educating drivers? Do you know who really gets upset when you got a Jake Leg 3-car dude running around here without nothing?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I actually, if I start a trucking company tomorrow, I'm going to call it Jake Leg Transportation.
Yeah, Jake Leg. By the way, speaking of startup, I've got to show you guys something just across the street here. I'll give you guys my recommendation of a good starter truck. How's that?
Oh, nice. Well, it's actually that fits in line with, because we had Isaac wants to know, can you guys speak up super briefly on 2-car trailers? And if for first investment in equipment, that's a good idea. I know, Ty, I know you have an opinion on this.
Yeah, 2-car trailer. What was the question? What's a good 2?
Okay, Andy has a Dodge 1-ton dually, truck driving license, not legal at the moment, don't know how to get that far, and you ship is very unreliable. So you got Dodge 1-ton, 2-car trailer. What's your opinion? Good idea, or what would you do?
What was it? What was it?
Dodge 1-ton, 2-car trailer.
Right.
Would you dive in, build a business, or does this person need to talk to you?
They live in a big city. I think they'd be fine. Big as, Kansas City, Dallas, somewhere big. The 2-car I'm okay with, but I say don't go outside the city limits very far. You got your dollar per mile. You really got to keep an eye on that because you're only hauling 2. So you maximize, and Sue will agree with this. You maximize your dollar per mile by staying short. Why, Sue?
Because you're not going to make any money if you try to do long hauls with that. You can't make 50 cents a mile, 60 cents a mile on a 2-car and expect to stay in business. It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, the other thing, too, that I think you see and say is these short runs, they're nice because they pay more.
Right. But
they pay more.
$150,
We're both saying the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if you live in a big city, I think you can stay busy all day long running cars around town.
Oh, yeah.
And make just as much money as driving down the road.
Especially with home delivery, final mile, you hook up with companies that have worked over the road to storage, to terminal, to title and registration, white glove, etc.
Yeah.
Companies like Draver and Assertus, and I'm almost positive they want to hear from you.
Okay, now if I get the phone call, the guy hadn't bought a truck, he's thinking about buying a 1-ton, maybe a 450, maybe even a Dodge Ram 5500. Ty, what do you think? The Ford, the Dodge, the Ram 55, what do you think? I says, stop. Shh. Look at this. You see this?
Yeah.
This is a Freightliner M2. The wheelbase is definitely too long. We can fix that. And it definitely needs a sleeper or an extra cab. But the point is this is the best starter truck. You can go buy a used one. I call them beer trucks. This is the local beer truck, the Freightliner M2. Doesn't have to be Freightliner. Peterbilt makes it. Kenworth makes it. But they're beater trucks. And they're designed to stop. And they're designed to haul the weight that we haul, right? What, do you have to have a CDL for that, Ty? Yeah. You might as well. We've already decided if you're going to talk to me and you're going to get in business, just go ahead and get the CDL and skip all the pain because there will be pain, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect little beater truck. You can go buy these for probably 15 grand with less than 500,000 miles on them, and they just run. It's weird. I don't know how it works. But anyway, that's a great starter truck.
Hey, that was a great segment. By the way, Captain Cove says happy Thanksgiving. Hey, come and get the dinner bell. You know what? Wait, when are you guys eating? Who's eating?
Probably not till 5 is what I'm thinking.
5? My gosh, I'm
Yeah.
starving. Ty, I can't
don't
wait till
ever eat.
5. You wait till 5?
I don't eat.
You don't eat. I know, right? Ty doesn't eat. Ty never. Traveling with Ty, he doesn't eat.
You lose a lot of weight.
I don't think I've ever seen him actually eat.
No, he likes sushi. Remember, I know he likes
I do
sushi.
eat sushi. Yeah.
I've never seen him eat it.
Yeah,
Oh well,
with
we talk
you,
about
dude.
it a lot.
How do you eat?
I eat everything. What time you guys eating out there? Who's eating?
How are we on time? I might have enough time to show you one more cool thing.
It's 1:00, but I mean we're doing great, and everybody's chilling out, thinking about when they're gonna eat. Nobody's telling me when they're gonna eat. Maybe they're busy eating. What
Yeah,
are you
well,
eating?
Good.
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm gonna walk fast because remember when I asked you who's posting those cars?
Yeah.
Did I hear you say backlot cars?
Yeah, backlot cars is on there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm in Joplin, Missouri, right? And you guys always hear
Yeah.
us talking about ACV, backlot cars. What's AC?
Yep.
Then you always hear Ty talking about the backlot, and everything's in the
Mhm.
back lot. So what I'm going to show you is the back lot,
Oh, cool.
right? Okay, so we just walked from the front. Now we're going to the back. Okay, here, so everybody see what's going on? There's the front.
Yep.
Here's your service department. Pull in here, get your car worked on.
Yeah.
It's about halfway through. And we'll get to the back. This is where the action is, right?
That's right.
This is where we used to come with our big trucks and pick these back lot cars up and take them to the auction.
Right.
Guess what we don't do anymore because back lot cars. Here they are. Okay. Following me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're at the back of the building. See the building?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the back. This is service.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in the back. Look here. We got a nice little transport parking lot, guys. See it? So we come back here with our big truck. We whip around. We can either load back here or on that side street. But look what we got here. See all that?
Yeah.
You do? So we've got trades. We've got new cars, inventory. Oh, look at those. See those? Can you see those?
Yeah.
Those are trade-ins. So whenever we're talking about ACV backlot cars, they come back here. They take their cool technology. They take a bunch of pictures. Then they somehow put it on this online auction and sell them. I don't know exactly that technology. Yeah, this is where we keep all of our trades, all of our inventory, and the cars come out of the garage when they're done in service. So anyway, new car stores are awesome because they got a lot going on. Got the front, which is what Jay talks about a lot. New cars, cars for sale, used cars. People come in and buy them. People want to take them to their house. Maybe that's for you. You got the backlot cars, ACV that we're always talking about in the back. Get it? So anyway, there you go, live. That's what we do. We demonstrate. We actually show you the stuff we're talking about.
Dude, that's what Cars on the Move is all about. And that's what's cool. This is a dispatching live, Cars on the Move extravaganza. And,
Sorry.
And it's cool. Oh, by the way, hey, Sue, Isaac
Yes.
White, will you read that for us in the live
Says
chat?
I called I called 1,000 miles a short run. One car has to cover the expenses. The second one should be all profit, or am I incorrect? And he says he's in Toronto, and I don't know if you guys deal with the Great White North. That was a question that John's been having too, that you sent me a bunch of information about running Canada. So we really don't know a whole lot about it.
We don't know a lot about Canada, but we are asking the questions.
Isn't our buddy Nick Morado? Nick
Madore at
Madore?
MV. So Nick Madore is with MVS Canada, and in fact, he gave. Did you guys do anything with that Ready Logistics contact? What was that? Did you see that email that Nick?
I saw it.
Nick
about
had
a week or two ago.
Somebody to call at was it Ready? Was it?
I didn't think it was.
Or was it
Ready.
Mannheim?
I don't remember.
Let's see. I think it was Mannheim for some
I
reason.
think it was. Yeah. I
Well,
think
it's
you're
all
right.
the same. So either way.
Yeah. It's the same. Well, I really am thankful to be a part of ATI. I'm thankful to have friends like Jay and Sue. Thankful that I can help car carriers. And I'm happy to be doing what I do.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Got to see you yesterday briefly, and everything that you do. And it's very cool. What's happening, and it's neat. It's really neat. I love what we're doing here. And thank you for the tours, the live tours. I think that's really cool.
I like it. You don't get to see that every day.
Things in perspective, I think, for some people.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a visual learner for sure.
Yeah. And Sue, thank you so much for taking the time on Thanksgiving, coming to the office, looking at loads. It's really, really cool.
I'm just
I appreciate that.
hanging out. You need some help?
Ty's gonna sell a car to somebody.
What's he doing now? He's selling a car?
No, I don't work here. No. You need some help? I know some people. You good?
They're looking at cars, right?
Yep.
They think he's that. They think he's that sales guy, right? They're like, oh no, not the sales guy.
On Thanksgiving, we came out here so we didn't get bothered.
Right, exactly. This is not what we wanted.
I think they were actually trying to find a sales guy.
All right, fine. We'll go. They're trying to find us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were actually asking.
Are there sales reps at the dealership right now?
No, but I was thinking on the way down, I was thinking, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a dealer or sales guy show up on holiday. It happens all the time. And again, that goes back to what I talk about. Whether you like a car dealer or you don't like a car dealer, I like them. They're heavily invested in the local community. They're here for a reason. And if they sell a car to somebody on a Thanksgiving or Christmas or what, and the customer needs something, 9 times out of 10, they'll help them. It's crazy.
Well,
they
do. You point out the local investment, and you can tell if you pay attention and you look for it, you'll see local dealers, funding the baseball team or whatever. Yeah, pitching in. It's neat. It's really neat.
It really is. Yeah. And that's why I always say, guys, just start where you live. Just go. Tuesday night, we need to do a drink every time Ty says talk to a car dealer.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah, right up, man. That's a toasty day. Well, no, and you're right. That's what's funny. Okay, I'm gonna build my business. All right, I'm ready to go, and I run to the load board. What? Why? Why is that our instinct?
I think it's media. Honestly, media. We consume a lot of media, and some of the media we consume isn't always right.
Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we're helping. I think we're helping in a small way, or not helping.
Yeah. I think we're helping. We're doing good, man.
Get an
people know
extra
us.
helping of helping.
Yeah. My goal one day, I'll just go ahead and say it. My goal one day is to have a community of credentialed car haulers that know what they're doing. And as that community grows through ATI, Sue, Ty, Mark, and all the people that Jay's bringing on the show, as that grows, I think what we'll start seeing is some level of accountability as well as the ability to help the dealer. And I think that's really ultimately, my frustration, Jay's frustration, Sue's frustration. It's not we don't like car dealers. It's not we don't like hauling cars. It's we really don't know what we're doing because sometimes I don't think the dealer always knows what they're doing. And it's not necessarily intentional, if that makes sense.
Well, and I like what you said, because what I say when I talk to people that are frustrated, whether they're frustrated within their vertical or they're frustrated with other verticals, there is a lot of expectations and assumptions about this business. I mean, if you stack up all of the expectations and assumptions that could use a little bit of perspective, you have a mountain.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I love what we do, because really, I mean, we're willing and able to own up to the carrier's shortcomings. How's that? Did I say that good? And as we bring these dealers on and we start learning more about them, and we find out, man, they got a lot going on too. Their job's not that easy.
They have a lot going, what they're working against is ever-changing customer expectations. Again, the Amazon and the Carvana. Carvana's chasing what Amazon started. So now we're all chasing that. And that's not a pretty picture when you take the reality of what really happens in auto transport. That's what
Exactly.
I try to talk about. I try to talk about that reality, which is why I'm actually baffled that there are many traditional, you know this, we talk about this. There's many traditional groups and individuals that they're not really on board with all this, and I'm trying to actually help. I keep saying that. I'm actually here to help. But I guess it's a really messy process.
Oh yeah. Super messy. Well, but we're doing a good job, and I think that's the great news is, people are listening, people are paying attention, we're listening, we're paying attention, we're seeing change, they're seeing change. I mean, I always, when I approach a car dealership, I approach it thinking I'm a used car salesman. That's my new job.
Hey, we got a great comment here. We're gonna wrap this up. Check this out. Chris Chamberlain, happy Thanksgiving, just signed up to ATI. Looking forward to talking to Ty and Sue regarding dispatching. Ty, that community thought is right on point. Too many hack transporters.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think, looking back over the years, that analogy I was using about the guy who's, got one truck or 100 truck, who's spending a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of energy to do it right. And then you find out, or you hear, or you watch Jay's show about the, flip of the week.
Oh, man.
Anybody that's been in this business knows there's a lot of things that can go bad quick. And the more support we have, I think, as a community, as a people, the more relationship we have, the much better we look as an organization, carriers, as well as bringing people in. And we don't want to talk about our client base, or what do we, it'd be like if I brought in Bulldog. Hey, Bulldog, tell me who all your customers are. That's not what we're trying to do. To find out who's customer. We're trying to find out what works best for you. What works best for you?
Process.
Yeah.
Which is what a dealer will tell you. That's what a dealer wants to talk about, is their process. Well, I don't want to, yeah, exactly. And I tell everybody, I don't want to talk about I don't want to know the names of your clients. I don't want to know which companies you work for. And I don't even need to know what you charge.
Right.
But I want to talk about, there's a heck of a lot to talk about other than that. and just to mention this, everybody here right now, yeah, that broker there is a thirst for more auto transport broker information. And not just, it's not just the infomercial, here's 10 steps, now pay me. No. We're talking about getting real, like, because, is getting leads, is that the best advice? And is it that simple? There's more to it than that. In fact, what's interesting is I think a lot of what we talk about, if you want to become an auto transport broker, you can find nuggets in all of the shows we do.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely.
All right, you guys, we're now 15 minutes past 1. I'm getting hungry, and it's Thanksgiving, so thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And everybody out there in TV land, thank you for joining the live chat and joining us for our Thanksgiving special.
And you won't see me tomorrow, right?
I won't see you tomorrow. So you got the day off tomorrow. No Cars on the Move tomorrow. And we'll be back Tuesday night with we got Auto IMS, Streamline Remarketing Operations. If you are digging what's going on with the dealers and the auctions and the transporters, man, this is prime time Cars on the Move real estate. This is going to be a huge show Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
I'll catch you. I'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. All right, you too.
All right, I ended that meeting, and I do want to say I want to thank everybody out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the Thanksgiving Fest and the show and the channel. And I hope that hope you guys have a nice weekend. It seems like it's a pretty sunny day, hopefully in most parts of the country, and obviously stay safe. Hope you're with some family, and that you're having that you're having a good day. So I've got some of my family here. Hey, this is my youngest son, Dawson. And so we're celebrating Thanksgiving. So hopefully you are able to do that with your family. Guys, stay safe. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye.